the hype is actually part of it. The anticipation of a big fight is actually part of the event. People feed off of it. It becomes the event itself. Yesterday, there were over 16,000 folks showing up here behind us at the MGM Grand Garden Arena for a weigh-in.
Right.
For two guys to get on a scale, Steve, for about 5 seconds each, just to soak it all in, just to take in the energy of it all.
Because they couldn't get a ticket to the fight.
Right.
So here's your chance for $10, which apparently was being donated to charity, to get a piece.
And was being scalped for a few hundred more.
Right, Kemet? They're scalping tickets for the weigh-in. Interesting about the tickets, I'm hearing you tell me, viewer, otherwise, that the secondary market has come down an awful lot.
They scared people off.
You might be able to get a ticket as of now for face value. Now, keep in mind, face value is still $1,500 for the worst seat in the house.
Here's what happened with the ticket market, and Darren Ravel has done an outstanding job of documenting this over the course of the past 10 weeks. When the fight was announced, it was so outrageous to hear what the tickets would be, and then knowing how limited the tickets would be to the general public, that it scared everybody off. Unless you were a hedge fund guy or a super gambling whale, you had no shot. So people weren't booking trips to Vegas. People weren't buying in and saying, listen, I'm going to go. I'll figure out a way to get in. And now it softens and the bubble burst as you get within the last 24 hours.
I believe, in fact, Rovell reported that 4 tickets confirmed. Darren, right? $100,000. 3 tickets confirmed. First row, $100,000. Nothing soft about that secondary ticket market. All right, we've got much more to tell you about. We have reporters everywhere. This is an incredible operation ESPN has put together to cover the fight of some people's lifetimes. We begin now. Here's Jeremy Schaap.
Steve, I got to say, I know we're talking about how big this fight is, fight of the century, fight of the millennium, fight of all time, financial numbers. I don't know, Lewis Tyson felt bigger to me, and I think, because it was heavyweight, because it was Mike Tyson, that's just an entirely different factor. Of course, we're in Las Vegas, not Manila, where it's the biggest thing that's ever happened. Floyd Mayweather got here about 10 minutes ago. Contractually, they both had to be here by about 5 minutes ago. No sign yet of Manny Pacquiao. We keep hearing that he will arrive. He was supposed to be here, as I said a few minutes ago, contractually. What are they going to do? Not let him fight if he shows up a little bit late? Obviously not. So we've got some time here waiting for Manny. When he gets here, the process of getting ready for the fight, getting wrapped, that'll probably start around 7 o'clock local time. That's about an hour from now, depending on what's going on with the undercard fights. Everyone seems to be thinking that the fight will actually get started at or near on time, around 8:30 local, around 11:30 Eastern time.
All right, that's Jeremy Schaap. He's taking it to the streets.
Speaking of taking it to the streets, this is Manny Pacquiao's caravan. He's only about a block and a half away, Steve. He's staying behind the Mandalay Bay at their resort in the back of the property, the Delano. That was purposeful. Wanted to stay away from the MGM Grand. This has been the money team's headquarters. So he's had they've been calling it Little Manila over there at the Mandalay Bay. All the Filipino fans have been gathering, so a short drive for Manny Pacquiao. He's been very comfortable over there since his arrival. He's had real lighthearted going out for life. Very much so. And that's a major storyline I think we're going to get into more as the disposition and attitude of both fighters as this week has progressed, because it has been on other ends of the spectrum. As serious as Mayweather has been, and a departure from his money moniker of not being in the face of Pacquiao, and Pacquiao so lighthearted. As you see, Manny Pacquiao's arrival here to the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Is that how you go to work? That's how I roll.
We roll up into Bristol every so often like that. That ride up I-91 usually goes well when you're in that.
Joe, I have taken my own unscientific poll.
Yes.
And hang on, we'll get back to my unscientific poll. Back to Jeremy Schaap. Jeremy.
Oh, you guys saw that the nice understated vehicle that just went through the gates. Like most of the promotion, nice and subdued. We've got about 40 vehicles here. They look to be mostly Denali's and Escalades and that other tank. So it appears, I can't say for sure, but it appears that both fighters are actually on site, and the fight that so few expected would ever take place might actually happen.
Meanwhile, back in the Philippines at Aeronautic Coliseum, most famous for what happened there in 1975, is a Manny Pacquiao fight party where Ali had the thrill in Manila. Tonight is all about their native son. And Tim Noonan, ABC correspondent in Southeast Asia, joins us. Tim, what's the atmosphere like right now?
Well, as you can imagine, it's borderline delirium. Everybody has just been waiting for this so long. The anticipation has boiled over. Filipinos are cautiously optimistic. I mean, everywhere you go around here, people will engage you and ask you what you think is going to happen with the fight. It's almost like they need an affirmation that Manny can win. But regardless, he's still going to be their hero. But this here at Araneta, as you mentioned, was the home of the Thrill of Manila, and Manny Pacquiao has fought a number of big fights here as well. There'll be close to 15,000 jammed in here to watch it on 4 big screens, and you can imagine how it will spill out if Manny wins. The euphoria into Manila and the Philippines in general will be, I think delirium would be an understatement.
Tim, we look forward to capturing some of that with you. That's Tim Noonan from Araneta Coliseum in Manila. We'll check in with him from the Philippines a little later on. As we draw closer to the mega fight, we're going to bring you right up to 11 o'clock Eastern. The MGM Grand Garden Arena sold out. Manny Pacquiao has arrived. We await the money team. Floyd Mayweather's home base. 11 straight fights now. The packed casino floor, as many of those folks will make their way to the Grand Garden Arena. Stay with us. Much more to come from Vegas.
A Vegas prize fight. Look at the crowd. Look at that ring. But don't be distracted. It's just you and me, toe to toe. Once that bell rings, it's hit and don't be hit. Keep your guard high. Don't blink, or it could end in a flash.
As a smoker, I've always chased that feeling you get from a cigarette. And with the Blue Plus e-cig, we've added that same satisfaction. From one smoker to another, I would just say it simply just works.
When LaQuinta.com sends a ready-for-you alert the second his room is ready, you know what salesman Alan Ames becomes?
I think the numbers speak for themselves. I'm sold.
A selling machine! Ready-for-you alert only at LQ.com.
Napoleon makes some of the most coveted grills. Maybe it's the restaurant quality sear from the 1800-degree sizzle zone, the heavenly aroma of the wood chip smoker tray, or all the other engineering details that make a Napoleon a Napoleon. What's really important is that you make one your own.
Hey, Pete. Yeah. You've got your own grill. You know, at your house. Good point.
Napoleon Grills. One day, you'll own the best.
I see you.
What beer may I fetch you, my lord?
I'll have a Red's Apple Ale.
And perhaps a wrench?
No, a wrench. A wrench.
Red's Apple Ale, also in strawberry and green apple.
Mario had a job to do, but his tool selection wouldn't do. Luckily, the nearby AutoZone and a free loaner torque wrench did the trick, and left Mario feeling 10 feet tall.
It's called the Zone, and we'll help get you there.
This moment for my family, from where I come from, it's a thing that everyone worked for, and that's the reason why I'm at home. I'm doing it here because together we all worked for this moment, and I wanted to share it with everybody.
Take me to your river.